Guys, here we go, event 3 for our scaled and masters teams. Again, you guys are doing the same workout. There's gonna be a little bit of differences as far as some skill and some weight, right? So reading this workout as is for our scaled team, you guys have 1 round for time, so it's a big chipper, 200 Zeus single unders, followed by 50 toes to ring, followed by 30 power cleans, another 200 Zeus double unders, 50 box jump overs, and finally 30 worm squats, right? For the scale team, as far as jump ropes are concerned, we will provide you guys with the Zeus ropes. RX Smart Gear will be a part of the event. So they're providing a small, medium, large option for your jump rope. So if you don't have one, you don't need one. If you do have one, as long as it's RX Smart Gear, you can use that rope if you'd like. You guys can break up that work however you want. It's up to you, right? You can be evenly distributed, or one person do all the reps. For your toe to ring, you guys will be doing 50 reps. You can break it up however you want. Standard wise, we're gonna take both contact with the ring, and if your feet are to happen to go through the actual ring itself, we'll count that as well. The only thing that won't really count as a rep is if you're not making contact with anything, right? So if you have your ring and your feet make contact with the ring, that's great. If your feet go inside the ring, that's fine. But if we're coming up short, there's no contact at all, or there's kind of a double tap, you will get no reps, right? So if you can do toe to bar, you can do toe to ring. Obviously, we're a week out. You guys have probably been testing this, so it's probably a little bit easier. It's how we scale our toe to ring here at the gym, so it should be very doable. Then you guys have 30 power cleans. The rep weight is 135 for the men, 95 for the ladies. Just like we talked about in event 2 with the barbell, right? The athletes can stand side by side, or off the side, I should say, but you cannot stand in front of each other. So if you can't do a clean, and the person goes, and you go, then you go. You have to step out and step in. Our judge will be out front, making sure you're upholding all the standards. So there's no back and forth. As far as the power clean is concerned, you guys can have a rebend, right? Just make sure you stand up. I want to see the elbows get through the bar, right? For full range of motion, that'll count. Anything less than that will be a no rep. But again, stand all the way up, make sure the elbows are through for that power clean. Again, the Zeus single unders, again, broke up however you want. Then you guys have box jump overs. You guys will be using the soft boxes. So those are a little bit more comfortable as far as, no fear of any injury. You guys will be required to do box jump overs, so you have to jump up and over your box. There will be no step ups. As far as the reps again, if someone's better on the box, by all means, someone can take over and do more of the volume. It's up to you guys, right? And then for the worm squats, right, the weight will be 120 for the women and 150 for the men. You guys will do 10 worm squats, then move your bag up, do 10, move your bag up, do 10 more, right? So you guys can essentially go unbroken if you want. You can do your squat, move up, you'll walk it up and go and go and go. If you have to put the bag down, obviously pick it back up and move up to the next segment of 10. As far as the box jump overs real quick, right, you don't have to show lock out the top. You can land in a crouch position, but 2 feet you need to touch the box, right? You can't jump up on 1 foot and kind of step down with the other. Both feet need to be on the box at the same time. No required lockout, right? Rep doesn't count here on the side of the box. Worm squats, we're looking for hip crease to pass below parallel at the same time. If you guys haven't been on a worm before, it doesn't have to be synchronized, but obviously if one person's out of rhythm and you hit bottom position before the other person does, it might make it harder for that back athlete or front athlete to do so. Usually the front athlete's carrying the majority of the weight, as well as kind of the synchronization of squatting. So that's on the front athlete. But if you're not hitting it, not at the same time, but not hitting depth, it's gonna be a no rep, right? So obviously communication is a factor with these worms, why I like them so much, right? So again, and for our masters, I apologize. You guys will be doing 100 Zeus double unders, right? Instead of the single unders, you'll be doing 50 toes to bar instead of the toes to ring. And again, you guys can break it up however you want. And we're looking for both feet to make contact on the bar at the same time, and for the feet to pass behind the hip, right? So if you're, again, double tapping, that's a no rep, or you're not making contact at all. But your barbell's a little bit heavier, 105 for the women and 155 for the men. So a little bit more challenging weight there. So that's a real big difference for you guys. It's gonna be just a little bit more skill, a little bit more weight. Otherwise, the flow is the exact same. Again, 3, 2, 1, go. You move off your green mat, you move up to your jump rope. This will stay stationary the entire time. Again, you guys can work in and out however you like. Right, once you finish that, you'll move back to your toe to ring or toe to bar. Right, one athlete staying off to the side to stay safe. Then knock out your 50 toe to ring. You'll move up to your barbell. Again, where it's going to be is going to be where it's at. You can't move it, and you guys can kind of shuffle back and forth. But again, no one can be in front of each other. Once you finish that up, you're back to your jump rope. You knock out your Zeus single unders or double unders, depending upon what division you're in. Move up to your box. Your teammate can stay close by. We're not making you guys go back to mats or that, but just make sure you guys are out of the way, staying safe, and allowing for the judge to kind of obviously see what's going on with whatever athlete's working, right? Again, you'll finish your 10 squats, move it up, finish your 10 squats, move it up. After you finish your 10 squats, you guys will run across the finish line, and that'll be the end of event 3. All right, so if you guys have any questions, please comment below, send a direct message, or pull us to the side in the athlete control area. Be happy to answer your questions, and that will be event 3.